everybody, this is me, Malachi, and this is Selah, the cutie, and I'm going to be reviewing Origami Yoda. So this book is about 6th grade oddball Dwight, who digs up holes in his backyards and sits in them. And he makes an Origami Yoda because he likes making origami, and he brings it to school, and he tells his friend Tommy, he gives him some advice, and Tommy thinks that he's being weird again, but it actually turns out that it happens. He said once how there was going to be a quiz. There was a quiz. So that's how Tommy figured out how Origami Yoda was smart, but he wants to figure out how he's doing it. And apparently, his friend Harvey is saying that Origami Yoda is just a random piece of paper. He's doubting Origami Yoda. So the main character is Tommy, because he's the one who's basically writing the whole case file to discover about Origami Yoda. And he is like a determined type. He's determined to find out about Origami Yoda. He's asking all these people about their stories and history with Origami Yoda. And he's even asking Dwight, but Dwight won't tell him. So he's a very determined type. And his life is kind of like he just sits at a table and not a lot of people really like him. So, yeah. So the main character, Tommy, changes throughout the book by he thought at the beginning of the book that being friends with Dwight was weird and he shouldn't be friends with him anymore, but at the end of the book, he realized that Dwight, he's doing all these weird things because that he doesn't really have a proper house. And then for Origami Yoda, he thinks that Origami Yoda is some random piece of paper that Dwight made up. Dwight's like, I am Origami Yoda, and he's like, this is weird. So then that's how, and then at the end of the book, he's like, I get Origami Yoda now. So the character that I relate to in this book is Kellen. Now Kellen likes to draw a lot, and he likes to adventure a lot, and his favorite Star Wars character is Luke Skywalker, and so is mine. And he also likes to go around and look around, and he likes to when Tommy is trying to talk to Dwight, he likes to jump into the conversation. If somebody was talking to somebody about some weird thing that I knew about, hey, stop doing that. If it was weird and then they were asking me to draw and stuff, I try to jump into that conversation. Same thing. So what I learned new is that it doesn't matter let's say Tommy and Dwight. Tommy thinks that Dwight is weird, yet Dwight likes the same things that Tommy likes. Even though Tommy isn't weird, Dwight still likes to think, Tommy likes Star Wars a lot. Dwight likes Star Wars a lot. Tommy likes to sit in the same spot. Dwight likes to sit in the same spot. They like the same food. So it doesn't matter if Dwight's weird and Tommy isn't. It matters about the things that they like and who they are. So my favorite part, oh my gosh, this part is so funny. This just releases the humor. So Dwight wants to attack a student, and he's been behind a garbage can for days. And when the student finally comes near that garbage can, he jumps out from behind the garbage can, and he yells, "I know karate!" That was funny. That just brought out the humor. It was just, and then after, also Origami Yoda was saying it too. So funny. The thing I like the most in this book is the humor. It's just so funny. I mean, it's the same thing as Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It even mentions Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It says something about the cheese in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That's what I like. It's just Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Like, it will make you laugh, and and no noise comes out of your mouth. That's how funny it is. And the thing I didn't really like anything least because it's a very great book. I didn't like anything the least about Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and I don't like anything the least about this book either. It's a great book. They're really great books. So I do recommend this book. Adults can read it too because this just makes adults laugh. This will make adults laugh, I'm telling you. It makes me laugh. It makes adults, I'm telling you. If my mom read this, she'd laugh because she read Diary of a Wimpy Kid and she started laughing because she likes the joke so much. So adults would love this book. It's a great book for kids, and it even helps you learn how to make origami. So you can make Origami Yoda, Origami Luke, Origami Leia, so on, so on, so on. It's just great. And you can make your own origami. Now I don't have mine right now, but I'll tell you who the characters are. They're Yoda and Luke, and they look cute. My sister even likes them. So bye to the next review with me and Selah.